God's peace. Shalom, shalom, shalom. How y'all doing? How y'all doing on this wonderful Wednesday morning? Y'all, I made a mistake. I didn't. Usually I take a Ziploc bag because one day I like the rain. I like to be in the rain. So one day I was walking in the rain in my parents' neighborhood, and it started raining like torrentially. So I can't tell you where I put my phone. Just know I can't tell you where I put my phone. Just know, before I had things reduced, I could put things places. And I still got that phone, still got soaking wet. I mean, wet to the core, wet to the bone. And you guys, I had to get a whole new phone, which I'm thinking about doing anyways. I'm not done. I might just pay off this phone and get a whole new phone. I know everybody has iPhones, but I'm gonna stay true to the Android. Who's here? Good morning, Larry. Good morning, Awesome Who Dat. Good morning. I'm doing what Thrive and Glow with Joe says, and just keep it moving. So I'm not a gym girly, but I do love nature. I do love nature. It's so beautiful, so peaceful and tranquil. Look how beautiful the trees are. You can touch them. And then the leaves are down on the ground. Even though Houston had a freeze for one day, and the next day it was 81 degrees. I'm out for a stroll. And then I'm going to talk about Chicago. Actually, I got to change the title because I really want to talk about rappers from Chicago, and not in a way, because let me tell you, I've been this park is gonna make me mad, because what is this nonsense? Do I gotta go? Oh no, I can just go. What is it doing? What are we doing? Okay, I can go this way. Okay. Y'all, there are 15 million parks in Houston. So there's never a reason to be lacking, because there's a park every 5 minutes. There's a park next to this park. It's not like the most beautiful view, but I had to go to a park. I got off work. So I went to the park closest to where I want to be. I didn't want to go anywhere near my house because, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. I need one of y'all rich subscribers to buy me a bicycle, because bicycles are like $300. So if you got money, buy me one. A bicycle. Let me tell you something. There's another park that I go to, and I'm not gonna lie, I would bike, because in Texas, the you're walking where you walk, it's more, so where I'm walking, it's more than a mile. So you can't not walk a mile, because they make the parks so that you have to automatically walk a mile. But if I was on a bike and I was like going down a hill, if I was gonna try to get back up a hill, it would be so embarrassing because I could not do it. I know physically I would not be able to ride a bike up a hill. That's how unconditioned I am. And when I was young, I used to be, whoosh. I guess when we were all younger, we used to be more pliable. And I do have to watch where I am because people are trifling with their dogs sometimes. I wonder, you guys, look at this. Look at God. I wonder if this thing right here, if I can go to the top of it. Do you think, because I see people walking around it. You think I can do that? Do you think I can do that? Can Cynthia Johnson make it to the top of the hill? We'll see. So yeah, I am out of, what did I say? Yeah, like I would have to get off the bike and like run the bike up the hill. Like I really would have to need to walk it up the hill, but like if there are a lot of people around, I wouldn't want to be like super embarrassed. So I would run up the hill so they know, oh, she can't bike up the hill, but at least she's running up the hill. She's not walking. Like, yeah, like I got y'all. Like, give me a couple months and I'll be riding up this thing. But y'all, I would have to get off that bike and run up the hill. Look at all the duckies. Hi, duckies. Man, I wish I knew you guys were here. I would bring you some bread. Y'all are so cute. Y'all so adorable. I wish I didn't eat y'all, but I do. So, I forget who I was talking to. Was it Vaughn? I don't think it was Vaughn because I don't think it was somebody from Chicago. Like I was saying, so I've been watching, and I'm not gonna lie, like I do like rap. I do like rap. A lot, and I like all kinds of rap. And a lot of these female rappers kind of got me in a chokehold. Lord, you know what I mean by that. You know, Lord, you know that I don't love anybody more than you. And I don't listen to rap all day, but I might listen to a song or two every now and then. But the interesting thing about Chicago rappers, and I guess that they have become so popular that they're, let me walk a little bit faster. Strong for team. People call me the Rat King. What's up, Rat King? So drill rap has become, to me, I don't know if it was like popular before I started like going down the rabbit hole. Probably so. Yeah, probably so because probably so because they've been putting out music for years. When Chief Keef and Lil Reese, when Chief Keef and Lil Reese, when they put out that's that I Don't Like. Hey, what's up, Real? When they put out that I Don't Like song, that was like 12 years ago. And that, I'm telling you, that one was bumping. That one was really bumping. But so, hey ATL. Hey sis, love you. Do you have a list? You sound funny. Not to be mean. No, I don't have a list. It might sound like that, but I don't. So the Chicago drill rappers, they're also like, hold on, y'all. It's really windy. I'm trying to hold on to my wig. So the drill rappers that I've seen, like they're also supposed to be. Oh my goodness, why is it so windy all of a sudden? So they're also supposed to be. So the drill. Okay, what am I saying? Okay, so the guys that like go out on drills, like I guess a drill is when somebody. I mean, I guess it's when somebody, you know, takes your homie off this earth, and the protocol is if somebody takes your homie off this earth, you're pretty much gonna know who does it, because even though these people don't like each other, they all have each other's phone numbers, which is so creepy to me. But they have. HL said I brought in the wind. It stopped now. It felt good though, I'm not gonna lie. So when somebody like gets somebody's homie, then they'll like call on the phone and be like we got your homie, you know. I'm not gonna say anything because, you know. But they're like, yeah, we got your homie. So when your homie dies or whatever, like you could be right there, right? What King Von said, he said, Whitey got killed, I seen it. But how do you say it? If I tell you I love you, I mean it. Whitey got killed, I seen it. I was right there, couldn't believe it. Turned me to the. Anyways, he knew like when King Von went out to the store with his friend stayed outside. So he knew who had killed his friend. YouTube, do what you want with this video. He knew who had killed his friend. And so, like in one of the lines, it was like, me and V-Roy was scheming back to back. So it was like, he was like, anybody who talked about it, who said anything about it, who thought about it, it was like they went and like handled them. So the thing I don't understand is like, if you do something and you get away with it, what is the point of making a rap about exactly what you did? What's the point? What is your defense? Which, what's his name? King Von. He did go to trial, and he beat all of his cases. Of course, he did beat some of his cases because some people went missing. And I hope there ain't no Chicago drillers in the chat, but I feel like when they talk about, I definitely have a little voice, but when they talk about these guys, to me, I just don't believe like that they have all these bodies that they say they do. Like, I just don't believe it. It's called clout chasing, and they can't help it. Rapping about crimes and incriminating themselves on social media. They can't ski. They cannot help themselves. They can't. And then they go on live. Talking about, oh, I'm smoking a whatever pack or whatever. Y'all self-snitching? Like, when did self-snitching become like thing to do. Let me tell you something. This path better bring me somewhere besides an industrial park. What's up, Garb? Makeup, blessings. I hope there's somebody in my chat dropping links. So anyways, I don't really believe that these people have as many bodies as they say. Like for instance, I don't know. King Von was like, if he gets he's double digits. I just don't really believe that. Or they were saying Bloodhound Jeff. They were saying Bloodhound Jeff had like 11 bodies. It ain't because he's skinny and frail. I just like with a gun that weighs more than you. I guess it doesn't matter, but it's like, number one, why do so many people hate you? And number two, that man ain't killed no 11 people. Come on, y'all. Let's be real. Let's be real. FBG Duck. Okay, so let me tell you about Chicago. Okay, let's talk. Okay, so to me, this is how I feel about boys. Somebody's gonna take it and say I said men, but men don't act like this. This is how I feel about boys. I feel like if you put a gun in a boy's hand, he's gonna shoot it. Period. I remember one time I went to the salon and there was a little kid there. He must have been like 18 years old. 18 months old. Sorry, y'all, 18 months old. And I was getting my hair done and he couldn't talk. Like he was talking to one of the ladies and he was like making a pew pew thing with his fingers. And I'm like, to me, how is the weather today, guys? So, the weather is nice. It's windy. So, it's giving me some nice wind. It's beautiful. Look at this clouds, you guys. I can eat them like marshmallows. So pretty. And I was telling everybody the trails in Houston, they're always more than a mile long. Some are like 2 miles, 3 miles long. So if you go around once, just know you've already done a mile. So when I brought up FBG Duck, and these are all like rappers who are now deceased because they're off them. Allegedly, because another part of Chicago drill, the Chicago gang life, I have the feeling, me personally, now this is how I feel. First, if you give a little boy a gun, he's going to shoot it. If you're around a little boy and you acting like he's your homie, he's part of the crew, you play with you hype him up enough, he gonna do whatever you say to do, because he's gonna try to impress you. So if you say, oh, go get this person is our ops, he's gonna do it. So look at my shadow hating on me. I ain't that big. Just a hater, girl. Look at that shadow. Just hating. Where's it at? There you go. You hating. So, so that guy says, okay, yeah, well, you the homie, you the little homie or whatever. And let's say that the guy that's the influencer, because the little boy obviously isn't coming from you know, they're coming from poverty for the most part. I've seen some of the rappers who they say, "Oh, you jumped off the porch," and I'm just like, why? You were born in suburbia. Like, why are you trying to be something that you're not? And I don't really know that much about what's his name, Dirk, is it Young Dirk or whatever? I don't really know that much about him to say where he grew up, but some people say that he didn't grow up in like he didn't grow up in real, like, hey Krishna, what's up sis, namaste, shalom you guys. They're saying that he didn't grow up in like in the ghetto or whatever. He grew up in suburbia, but whatever. So yeah, so you give a little boy a gun, you tell that little boy, well, that's your op, now I want you to go take out your op. I really believe that these older men, instead of, it's almost like a lion, like a male lion and a male cub. The male lion sees the male cub as being younger, more agile. When they grow up, they can defeat them. So right now, I'm selling this, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and I don't want the little boys in my way, nor do I want them as competition, because I already got competition from guys my age. And keep in mind, if you're from those parts of Chicago, like I always say, like a Chicago guy will fall in love with you fast because they are used to they're used to their lifespan. You know, like I saw one guy said, you know, old head was 30 years old, and I'm like, 30 years old? Dude, I'm freaking 44. Like, you must think I'm a great grandma. And some of these women are great grandmas because boys, they have kids when they're young. And it's normal too. Because if you watch a lot of if you watch a lot of videos, you'll see that mothers just expect their sons to be taken off this earth. Like, it's almost expected. Like, you know, if your son makes it to 18, it's like a miracle. So you have these older guys, and they're making these younger guys feel like they're part of something, but they're really not. They're just picking them off so that they won't have any competition. Okay? So part of the drillers and the drill rappers are the old heads and the OGs who don't want competition. So they put guns in their hands and they say, go get them. That's your op. That's your op. So in that instance, I could say maybe Bloodhound Jeff had ops, but they weren't his. It probably was an OG or something. And y'all, when that one boy had smoked him, his parents came out and was like glorifying him. Like, you can say whatever I want, but my son had 11 balls, blah, blah, blah. You know, to each their own. So, all right. So we talked about the OGs running their schemes. Let's not forget about that. Let's not forget about that. They run their schemes because these little boys are competition for them. Big competition for them. Because they outnumber them. They outnumber them because you have to remember a lot of them are in prison. A lot of them are no longer there. And a lot of them, that's the only way that they can make money because they're felons. Which isn't true. There's a lot of felons who make a lot of money because they realize they don't want to do the same thing again. But anyways, I just wanted to throw that in there. Okay, so you've got the old OGs. Then you've got the cops. Y'all ready? Then you've got the cops. Now, when I saw the video of FBG Duck laying on the ground after, he had gotten pew, pew, pew a couple of times, and y'all, that was some sloppy work. That I'm talking about. They Dirk. Y'all don't slide like that. Y'all, crime doesn't pay. It really doesn't. Crime does not pay. Anyways, so trying to get up, and the police, and y'all could watch the video if you want to. You guys probably won't. I'm probably boring you guys, but I'm just talking about what I want to talk about this morning. This is gonna be a long walk, so I might cancel my live tonight. I don't know. So anyways, the police were there and they were taking their fine time getting FBG Duck some help. So I was like, wait a minute. Y'all in on it too. Like, the police are in on it too. And I definitely feel right now that police are at the core of every single gang. I mean, even if I went to Mexico and there was a gang or cartel or whatever, the police are at the middle of it. And also, the OGs, they get robbed too by the police. If you ever wonder why, like, all these policemen, whenever they retire, they go to Florida in their $2 million home, or they go to Miami in their $3 million condo, trust and believe, they put that money away somewhere. That money was growing. They was adding to it. They had the drop, right? They had the drop from the gang, because the gangs know who has money. Everybody knows who has money. And yeah, the little boys would rob the OGs, but then the OGs would just send somebody to get their get back and get their money too. So the cops, they steal money like crazy. I mean, like crazy. Like crazy. They make examples out of some to make it look like, oh, they're cracking down on police corruption. I'm pretty sure that all of these policemen that they're talking about, I'm pretty sure they got their money stashed somewhere. So if they got to be an example, at least, if they got to be an example, at least they still got their money. So I believe at the core of every gang is a police officer or police officers. And you could see them, even though they try to hide their body cams, you can see them on some videos where they're like, all right, yeah, I got 14 grand off of, who's that? Hey, Rinky, shalom, namaste, how are you? They'll be like, yeah, I got 14 grand off the perp. And then the perp is like, I had more than 14 grand. I had 27. And they were like, oh, buddy, do you know how to do math, whatever, blah, blah, blah. They took that money. They took that money. So part of the problem, also, when it comes to putting guns in the hands of these little boys, the police do it too. The police do it too. And they also, since they snitch so much, they have a lot of people have also said that the police have indeed taken their money and indeed like put guns in the neighborhood. Right. So yeah, I do listen to the drill music. I like King Von's way of, I like the way that he, even though he snitches on himself, I like the way that he storytells with his rapping. I think that he's incredibly talented. I don't think it was anybody's plan. I know people have their thoughts. Now, I will say that Rondo, I will say, it's hard for me to say because he's in jail right now and he ain't never getting out. But I feel like he was set up. And the reason I feel like he was set up is when I watch people with other people, right? When I watch people who didn't have money, right, get money. And not only did they get money, but now they're sharing it with their boys. All right. Now your boys are jealous. And like Kevin Gates said, people will want you. What did he say? People will want what you give them, but what they really want is what you have. And he ain't never lied. He ain't never lied. There are some people who feel like, oh, you're my friend. You should do all of this for me because you have money. No, that's not how life works. That's not how friendship works. A friendship is not like, well, you have more than me, so you gotta do this, you gotta do that. A friendship, just like a relationship, requires reciprocity. So when I see them and I watch the way they move, sometimes I can tell like who the snake is gonna be. Who are they gonna fall out with because people, I'm sorry it's so loud, y'all. Who are they gonna fall out with because you got the wrong people around you. You have the wrong people around you. There's a female rapper named Mellow Bucks. And she's really raw. And I do like her raps because I feel like her puns and her play on words are immaculate. Immaculate. The only thing is, and she's already been somewhere. I mean, this is people's real lives, so she's already been somewhere where her own boyfriend got pow-powed while she was there at a show. So you always got to have security, always got to look behind you, around you. Always got to be looking because if you don't cut the grass low enough, you ain't gonna see the snakes. I think that while it's good to be, loyal to your people, I feel like the people who grew up with you and sat there and struggled and helped you, the people that were most around, those are your people. The people that were like kind of around, and now that you're big, they want to be around too. I can't say what's in people's hearts, but sometimes I look and I'd be like, wow, she need to get rid of this person and that person. It's rough. It's rough when somebody loves you and hates you at the same time. Or it's rough when you can give somebody $300 just because, oh, you feel like it. And then they're like, well, how come they didn't give me $3,000? Because I know they have it. Those are definitely the people you don't want to be around. Those definitely not the people you want to be around. They said that's what happened to like Pop Smoke. Like, people around him got jealous and went and got him. But I do definitely feel like she is a great female rapper. She has great puns, great play on words. She ain't just talking about her coochie. So, who's there? Oh, Rinky and Krishna, my two faithful friends. So yeah, I think that she really needs to be very, very careful about who she keeps in her friend circle. And I think whenever you come up, you got to reevaluate, who's there and who's really there. And one of the girls I knew that was going to be there for her, she's not big, but she's doing better than a lot of rappers, and she definitely has some songs out. That's really catchy. I think I really catchy. That's it about Chicago, you guys. I watch all these O Block. We from 64th. We not from 63rd. I watched all of that. It's a little bit painful. It's a little bit painful to see young men. I don't know. It really hurt the heart when there was a young man that said, called a guy OG, and the guy was 30. Wow. That hurts. Or, you know what? Another reason why I knew Rondo, I knew he was going to get backdoored or something. And I'm not going to say by who, because I'm just not. And y'all don't care anyways, but Rondo, maybe 12 years ago, I went back 12 years. It is very beautiful. Very beautiful. Everybody's walking past me because I'm talking to you guys. But Rondo, I knew that something interesting was going to happen to him when there were a bunch of people around him. Somebody was videotaping him, and they were like, Rondo, spit. And when he did, oh my gosh, fire. And the person next to him that has a lot of money right now, and I mean a lot of money right now. I saw him looking at him. I saw the jealousy in his eyes. I saw him realize, man, I really didn't listen to this boy rap. He can rap better than me. And he could definitely rap better than him. ton of trouble. And I didn't know the police were going to come get him. I didn't know that they were going to do that. These are swans, you guys. You can't see them that well, but they're so beautiful. They're swans, you guys. Very beautiful. So, yeah, when he rapped and his wordplay was so immaculate, I was like, oh, buddy, somebody gonna backdoor you some kind of way. And I'm not gonna lie, I thought they were gonna take him out, but I think that, oh, okay, so I think that the person who would have taken him out didn't have enough pull with his friends to do that. Because even though I think at the time he was more popular and he might have had a little bit of money. Remember Wanda was the guy with the rocket launcher? That was so cool. Y'all, I'm in Texas, so I think the rocket launcher is cool. And there was this girl named Amari Blake. She had a rocket launcher, and I was like, I want one in purple, but y'all, I'm not to be trusted with no daggone rocket launcher. I'll be making video shoots all day with that thing. Anyways, and accidentally pull something wrong. So anyways, yeah, Wanda Rondo, he's in prison. I think he's been in prison for over 10 years. I don't think he's ever getting out. I think his sentence was like 60 years, so I don't think he's ever getting out, but he changed a lot. He got really, really buff. He worked out a lot. And his friends, whenever they get in trouble, if they get locked up where he is, they go see him, come back out of prison, tell their tales of what he was doing in prison, which is funny too, because they've been like, yeah, he's doing this and this and this in prison. I don't know. I don't believe a lot of the stuff they say they do. I just don't. But that's it, y'all. That's it. I think I got to go around here to connect up there. My phone is probably about to die in a little bit. But it feels good to walk outside. It's windy. It's warm, but it's cool too, because you get that breeze. And it's really nice. It's very nice. I told y'all I was going to take y'all walking with me. You guys can put in suggestions for me to talk about different topics if I am interested. If I'm interested. All right, y'all. I'm about to go. Shalom. I gotta pep up my step. Because that other girl that was behind me, she already surpassed me, and I'm not walking. I need to walk fast enough to burn some calories. So, shalom, you guys. Happy Wednesday. I think I'm gonna postpone my friend Cola James. I talked about her a lot. I'm gonna give her flowers, but it might be next week because today I just felt like going for a walk. I knew, I did know that I would be gone for a long time, and I am tired, and I don't want to give her a sloppy live. I definitely want to make sure that she really gets her flowers. So I might change it to Monday. Tomorrow I can't go. My friends and I are going out. And the three of us are going to be doing some pretty cool things. So I have to actually go and bring some strategies and some stuff to the table. So I'm going to go, you guys, because I got to pep up my step. And I don't want my my battery to die before I make it to the car. I will be taking you guys on more walks. You guys said that you want to do it. Good morning, Janice. Shalom. Happy Wednesday. I'm 46 minutes into my walk. I think I've done over a mile. I've been walking slowly so I can talk about different topics. But I'm going to go now because I don't want my phone to die. And I need to walk faster. And I don't want to be out of breath while I'm talking to you guys. So, yeah, I'm going to go. Thanks for stopping in. I was going to do a live tonight, but I think I'm going to postpone it. But I love you all so much, and thanks for, let me give you a review. I'm far away from my car, you guys. You guys remember when I was all the way over there? Feels good. It feels so, so good. I'm gonna do this tomorrow for sure. I love running, and it's easier now, but I gotta worry about my knees. So when I do go running, well, I don't go running, I go jogging. So when I do go jogging, I jog in the grass. I always have. The only thing is that people are not, they don't do the right thing with their dogs. And I'm not trying to bring anything home. Okay. Also, in the beginning of this live, I said if any of my rich subscribers love me, they'll buy me a new bicycle. And I think new bicycles are like $300, $400. No lie. I'm gonna go to a bicycle shop and look around. When I was younger, I wanted like one of those Swan bicycles, but I think right now they're probably $300, $400.